This is the beginning of the project, Elizabeth in Seattle. I may change the name. There is a series of 8 paintings. In each one, my little muse, my 4-year-old granddaughter, Elizabeth. In Seattle, we had a lot of fun for a month, and I took photographs, and I have made them into paintings. This is the beginning. This is the line drawing. This is Elizabeth at the Space Needle. This I already started painting. I was doing a demonstration for my painting class at the Armory in Palm Beach. This is Elizabeth at the zoo, at the Green Lake Zoo in Seattle. Here she's having fun with her magnetic blocks. Here we were at Discovery Point. I always get the name mixed up. And she's at the bridge looking out. Here she's like Pippi Longstocking walking her dog, Nico. Over here we have, and it's difficult to see, this is going to be Elizabeth in the arms of the sculpture of a gorilla. And here is Elizabeth, Elizabeth at the aquarium. We spent a lovely day there. Oh, and here's an earlier picture of her. And the 8th picture is Elizabeth enjoying the flowers. It's hard to see at this point. This is taking it from these photographs here. So there's 8 paintings that I will be starting very soon. The project now has evolved to deciding which of my many paints am I going to use. Now for a series like this, you use the same paints all the time. So it's very difficult. I've got some gorgeous greens. I've got some beautiful blues. My reds are marvelous. I've got so many wonderful colors here, various grays and so on. And of course my brushes and so on. This little tray is where I put my wet brushes. I made a brand new one of them. This was the previous one that I must have had for 30 years. I take it with me to my classes that I teach, but it's really in bad shape. So what I have finally decided is I'm going to take some of the classic colors that I always use, that I teach my students with, and then add maybe 1 or 2 of the colors that I think are exciting and that will work with all the paintings. So in other words, for the blues, I will use my ultramarine blue, which is not even out here. It's in my paint box. And actually I've ordered a new one because with all my classes that I've been teaching, the Boca Raton Museum Art School as well as the Armory in West Palm, I've been using this. So there's not too much left. So I just ordered some new one. But basically for the blue, I'll use the ultramarine, and then I have to decide which of these other blues will work for all of these paintings. I mean, I've got sky, I've got water. I've got water here also. Overlooking Seattle, we have the water, and we have that beautiful turquoise, which is a glass that she's leaning over. I may also use some mauve, some lavender. This kind of evokes a, not necessarily blue, but a lavender in the back. And then I have to figure my greens. Here I just use my traditional colors that I usually use. And I mean, I did this in a half hour for my class. So this had Viridian. So actually I ordered new Viridian because the same thing happened here. This is my Viridian that I've been using for my art classes. And it's kind of not working. There's nothing left of it. So I just ordered yesterday. So I'll be using the Viridian, and then I have to choose. I mean, I got Terra Verde, I've got Phthalo Green, I've got Cadmium Green, which is very strong. I've got Plant Green, which might be interesting. This is a lovely tinted green. And this is the mauve. So I have to choose. It's a mother has to choose among her children. And the same thing with the reds. I've got too many reds. So it's going to be interesting. I have to hone them all down to figure out which of my reds I'm going to use. I usually use cadmium red, but here I've got a, this is a hard one to say. I'll have to take this off of here. Chevenings Rude Middle. Oh, it's Scheveningen Red Medium. Beautiful color. This is Naphthol Red. This is a Windsor Red. This is a Quinadrone Red. And this is Cadmium Red Light. Yay, this is my usual. Then I have this pale pink, which is nice. It's a flesh tone. Got a couple of interesting flesh tones in oranges. I don't know. Too much, too much, too much, too much. So anyhow, what I thought I would start with is the Pippi Longstockings first. So I'll be using a lot of the reds, the greens, the yellow. I love the yellows and the blues. And so I'll start with the greens. But I have to figure out which, the same greens will have to be all used in all of the paintings. So this is going to be major choice. I mean, I may change it. I mean, nothing is in stone, but I need to use the same colors all the time. Anyway, this is the beginning. Today is the 15th of November on a Sunday, and I'll be starting to paint maybe later today after I figure out which paints I'm going to choose. All right, and I will keep this updated. Thank you. Bye.